On to race number 10, the second last on the card with an extended programme. Class 3 over the 1,400 metres, headed by Big Bang Bong, a course and distance winner 2 starts back. California Joy, runner-up behind Voyage King last time out, course and distance. Champort gets the blinkers on. Mythical Emperor Speed from barrier 5. Right Call, he'll want to lead from barrier 1, last start winner. Sacred Ibis had a little bit of a freshen up back since March. Falcon Turbo, good effort behind Raging Storm last time, it finished 3rd. A dollar award yet to win in 14 starts, but he was 3rd over this trip, 2 starts back.
Could be plenty of pace on here to set it up for some of the closers in behind. Mythical Emperor always goes forward. Right Call does as well. Dollar Award is another one who likes to force the pace. Sacred Ibis likes to loop the field, and he might have to do something similar.
Let's have a look at Amazing, who's had the 3 runs now for the new stable of David Ferraris. He's had the 1 run here at Sha Tin, and it was a 2nd. He's moving very well in the mornings. The fact that he's had the 3 runs underneath the belt at the Valley, steps to Sha Tin and up to 1,400, potential good tempo. Might be a few little ticks alongside of his name for the race on Sunday. Sacred Ibis has done a couple of pieces of sort of light work heading towards his first run for a few months, but he did trial particularly nicely under the guidance of Zach Purton leading in. And Falcon Turbo ran a better race last start behind Raging Storm, who's a $1.60 favourite for the previous race, and he was bumped out of the gate, so it was quite an improved effort from him. He's quite a lean type, so just some easy work to keep him ticking over.
All right, we'll keep ticking over with California Joy. Well, there's a whole host of them here. California Joy runs 2nd. Champort has been a little bit disappointing for me so far, but they go for the blinkers this time.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be able to position up quite as well this time out from gate 8, Champort. California Joy, I thought, ran a really good race here. He was wide the whole way, stuck on nicely. Just a question of whether he can reproduce that here. Gate 7 theoretically means he should be able to, given he had 13 on this occasion. Dollar Awards, he might get a little bit too close to the pace here if they go faster. He might again sort of capitulate in the latter stages. So of this lot here, I'd say California Joy. Champort, he's got a chance, but slightly awkward gate.
I agree basically with everything John said there. I think California Joy and the California Memory Handicap might be the most interesting runner of that batch.
All right, OK. And Right Call is a last start winner from the front. The potential to do it again, but he was left alone to a certain extent here. Yeah,
and of course had the claim, the £10 claim of Victor Wong, whereas it's the £5 claim of Jack Wong here. So has to carry £8 more. He's won 2 of his last 3, so he's been able to climb that mountain, the rating mountain again, and there'll be pressure on, so makes him vulnerable despite the good barrier.
Yeah, he got a nice soft sectional, second sectional in this race when he was on the speed. I don't think he'll get that here. So for me, he's a chance, but he's not in the numbers.
All right, OK, that's a Right Call. Sacred Ibis, though, has come up as our favourite here. Let's hear from trainer Paul O'Sullivan.
Paul, Sacred Ibis first up for a bit over 2 months on Sunday. Why has he had that break?
Well, his last couple of starts, he just got that far out of his ground, and for no real apparent reason. So I thought, let's give him a break, a bit of a freshen up. And his trial at Happy Valley was good. He was competitive early in the trial and finished it off nicely. So if he could take that sort of form to the races on Sunday and doesn't get too far out of his ground, he should be very competitive.
Is that the main thing with him? Because he has been getting a long way back, but he certainly showed a good turn of foot.
Yeah, well, but he's just making the job too hard for himself. So hopefully a bit of a break and a bit of a freshen up, and he'll show a little bit more interest in his race in the first half.
Fitness-wise, where have you got him?
Yeah, not too badly. I think the 1,400 metre would be suitable. He's probably going to end up at mile 1,800 metre horse, but at this stage the 1,400 should be ideal.
And then will you press on for the rest of the season with him?
I think just see how he goes. We'll probably give him another run after that. Just depends on how things go. But you know, if he can put his act together, he could come back a very nice horse next year.
Yeah, just the 7 starts so far. He's won 2 of them. So is he in for you, Brett?
He is. I'm going to put him on top, Andrew. You're going to have to take a little bit of a risk, obviously, as Paul mentioned there. He can get out of his ground. But I like the fact that Paul's given him the little freshen up. And in the process, he's dropped 24 pounds in body weight. So there won't be as much to lug along through the race. And that might potentially have him a little bit closer too. I think Amazing coming to Sha Tin's a very interesting runner with foreseeable pace in the race. California Joy, Falcon Turbo, 9, 4, 2, 11. I'm happy to play those 4 in a QQP. Stretch it wide, but get a nice result, John.
Yeah, I'm working around exactly the same numbers, slightly different order for me. But yeah, Sacred Ibis on top. I think if the pace eventuates, as the map says it will, then he's going to be tough to peg back in the latter stages. Falcon Turbo will definitely enjoy the step up in trip. Amazing. The switch to Sha Tin should suit California Joy. Ran a big race last time out, 9, 11, 4 and 2. 9 and 11, a nice QQP.
Yep, Sacred Ibis on top for me as well. I have included Shamport there with the blinkers on. Hopefully that just wakes him up a little bit there. One more race to go then. Race number 11 plus all the best bets. That's up next.